Hi there, ladies, my low carb ladies. Stacy Portugal here, your weight loss coach and creator of the Shake the Sugar Lifestyle Plan and the 10-Day Detox. Today, I'm talking to those of you who are feeling overwhelmed by weight loss. You know, it never ceases to amaze me how much information and diet plans there are out there. It's amazing. And people are looking for these short-term fixes. Now I see this gel out there, and I just have to sort of chuckle to myself, really, that all this sea of information is out there, and then we all wonder why we feel overwhelmed, right? I mean, we're just in an information highway, and I feel like now that things like Facebook or Instagram or just the internet overall, now that they're such a big part of our life, we really do have to sort of limit the kind of stuff we're seeing, because being exposed to all these methods of weight loss is not going to benefit you. You know, back in the day when I was trying to lose weight, I had total paralysis by analysis. I was just on every little health report, on every little fad diet, I would just be off in a gazillion directions. I had like squirrel syndrome running all over the place, And it really made me realize, as I dug deeper and I found my own success, it made me realize how damaging exposure to too much information, especially information that really just leads to marketing and sales, too much exposure to this stuff is only going to set you back. So, if you're feeling rushed, like you have to lose weight now, I'm here to tell you that's not real. That this is a situation where slow and steady wins the race. And it doesn't have to be slow, believe me, but it has to be steady. So anytime you are thinking about, gosh, what plan, I want to lose weight, what should I do? If this plan isn't sustainable, if it involves things like hormones or things that haven't been FDA approved for the use that they're being used for, if it's all about shakes or prepared food, that's not sustainable, guys. It's the old-fashioned way that really gets the job done. All it's going to do is create a lot of confusion. It's going to give you a big waste of time. And the thing is that you really want to have a healthy sense of urgency. The one thing I try to get clear when I'm on a discovery call with a client is, are you like in it to win it? Are you really tired of messing around? Are you ready to get to work? It's not that success is required quickly. It's just that if you really want to lose weight, guys, you have to be willing to show up and do the work. And no, you're not always going to be successful, but you're going to pick yourself up, you're going to dust yourself off, you're going to just get right back at it, and you're going to go at it harder. Because these short-term solutions mean nothing for you. And so I want to just address, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I want to give you some advice that could really set you on a path that would actually help you gain traction in your weight loss goals. So here's the thing about losing weight. It's not rocket science, but it is science. And you have to lose the drama when it comes to weight loss. Weight loss truly is a science, but it's also a behavior. So you have to figure out how you're going to marry those two things. So here's my advice for you. You have to create everyday sustainable habits that lead to better health and weight loss. And so what I would suggest is to pick one small thing that you know is going to make impact in your weight loss goals. Now, sometimes when I say this, a client will say to me, and they've never exercised, exercise is not their thing, but they'll say to me, okay, my small but sustainable goal is I'm going to exercise every day. And I think to myself, I'm all for exercise. But I think when it comes to your goal, unless you're already on a really, really great eating plan, what I would suggest is to make it a dietary goal. So it's got to be one small step that's going to have the greatest impact. So what I'm trying to say is focus on one thing, just one thing only. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Wendy. You guys feel free, say hello, type in. I really want you guys to think about what is one small step that would have the biggest impact for you. Go ahead and think about that, and you can type it in the comments. But when I say something like that, for some people, it's going to mean something like, you know what, I don't really drink water. Like, I know I'm dehydrated. I'm not going to the bathroom regularly. I've got all these signs of dehydration. And I say, that's a really worthy goal. Let's start with that. We're going to focus on one thing. And as you master the habit, you move on to the next. Another worthy goal might be, how many processed foods am I eating? And that might include just write down what you're eating for maybe 3 days and take a look. How much of processed foods am I actually consuming each day? Is there a way for me to cut back on that and just focus on that one thing? In the Shake the Sugar lifestyle plan, that is my kind of do-it-yourself. It's a self-led program, but we have a private Facebook group where people can get support. The only thing I have them focus on is their carbohydrates. I'm not worried about how much protein you're getting. I'm not worried about how much fat you're getting, because those things tend to naturally fall into place for most people because we get full. Proteins and fats are very filling. It's the carbohydrates that you really need to pay attention to. So maybe that's one small and worthy goal for you. How many carbohydrates are you eating? Let me give you an example of a day. And then I won't get off track here, but just to keep it real, let's say in a day you eat cereal and milk and coffee in the morning, or okay, let's say you do that. Let's say for lunch you just tend to have a salad with maybe some croutons and then maybe some bread, like a roll, a bialy, a bagel, very common. And then at night you're having, whatever you like, maybe steak, chicken, whatever, and then you eat maybe a side of rice, a side of, vegetable, maybe you'd even start with a salad, and then maybe you would have like a skinny cow type dessert in the evening. A day like that, you're talking over 100 grams of carbohydrates. Over 100 grams. If you look on that cereal box alone, and the milk, you could be eating over 30 grams just for breakfast. So getting a handle on the amount of carbohydrates you eat is an essential thing I discuss with my clients. And my point to you today is, if you're feeling overwhelmed by weight loss, stop allowing extraneous stuff to give you squirrel syndrome, right? Stop listening to Facebook sponsored posts of this shake, this gel, this, pre-prepared foods. It's all bullshit. Because if you cannot create sustainable habit, your weight loss will not be sustainable. And it's good old-fashioned science that marries good old-fashioned habits. So I hope this was helpful for you if you're feeling overwhelmed. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day. Bye.